Hello again. This month has been a really dry month, particularly across parts of England and Wales where we've just recorded 5 millimetres of rainfall so far, and that's left the ground completely dried out, desiccated and cracked in places, but a change is on the way. On Monday we started to see low pressure move in across Scotland, and that brought some thicker cloud and finally some rain.
Carol is out and about looking for cherry blossom, which she's found this morning in Kew Gardens. Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Absolutely right, Lou. I can tell you it's chilly here this morning as well. There's a touch of frost, but look at these cherry blossoms. They're as far as the eye can see, and in fact, they go further than this. Lots of cherry blossom, lots of tulips. The tulips planted last autumn, and they're out in abundance just now as well. But it is cold.
And Carol is out and about, and we notice the blossom is gorgeous at the moment. Carol's found some, thankfully. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. You're right, Lou. It is beautiful here in Kew Gardens this morning. Behind me, you can see the cherry blossom trees. They were planted 30 years ago, and underneath them, there's a lot of beautiful, different coloured daffodils. Now, on this side, we're looking at 3,000 daffodils. Daffodils are tulips. And on the other side, there are also 3,000 tulips. And Tony Kirkham, who's head of the Arboretum here, we were talking to him earlier, was telling me that because of the frosts and the colder weather, that the display will last that bit longer, so more for us to enjoy. The cherry blossoms, of course, will pass in the next couple of weeks, sadly. We won't see them again till next spring.
And Carol is in the wonderful Kew Gardens for us this morning, which is looking beautiful. Good morning.
It is. Good morning. I'm right next to Cherry Tree Walk, and you can see why. I'm surrounded by beautiful cherry trees and also a kaleidoscope of colour in terms of the number of tulips that we have, and you can see yellow, pink, white. They're absolutely beautiful. Now, the weather has been bonkers this spring. We've had sub-zero temperatures, we've had above average temperatures, a lot of sunshine, we've had some snow, but not a lot of rain. Now, one other thing that's been very prevalent this April in particular is the frost. I've written down a few numbers here. In Aboyne in Aberdeenshire, we've had 24 night frosts so far. The average for April is 7.6. In Topcliffe in North Yorkshire, we've had 18 nights of frost. The average is 4.5. And Sennybridge in Wales, we've had 16 nighttime frosts. The average is 6.1. And this morning across southern England, we've also had frost. It was a frosty start when we arrived here at Kew Gardens. It still is quite cold, but we've got a lot of sunshine around. Good morning, everyone. It is beautiful, the blossom here in Kew Gardens this morning. You can see the cherry blossom behind me. We've been looking at the tulips as well. And something else I saw this morning was a green woodpecker. So I took some footage on my phone and we're going to share it with you now. Now, the green woodpecker is bright, has a bright red crown and a black moustache. And the males have a red centre to the moustache, so you can tell them apart. And it spends much of its time feeding on ants on the ground and doesn't often do the drrrr on trees like other woodpecker species do. It was incredible to see it, especially so close up, and it wasn't perturbed by me filming it in the slightest. And as I've been saying all morning, Lou and Dan, don't forget, as we head through the next few nights, there still will be some frost to look out for.
Thank you for that, Carol. Can I just check, did you film that woodpecker yourself? Was that a Kirkwood camera?
Yes.
That's absolutely lovely.
Yes, it was. Oh, thank you. I was so impressed to see it.
It's very impressive. We've got Mark, who works on this programme, is a bit of a bird spotter. He says that bird can also be known as a yaffle because of the noise that it makes, a green woodpecker.
Oh.
So you can dazzle your friends with that fact later on today if you like, Carol.
Well, big thanks to Mark. Yes, I will.
Thank you very much for that, Carol. There you go. Something to take away from the programme today.
Absolutely.